Hello, Willowites. I'm sorry it's been a bit since I've done a video, but I've had some personal setbacks. But I pulled my thumb on my butt and said, let's get on with it. So this is the month of Halloween. So much like last year, we are going to be talking about different subjects. And obviously, as you can tell from the title card, this week's subject is demons and the watch list. So I'm going to first tell you about demons, and then I'm going to tell you about the watch list, and then I'm going to tell you about a personal experience of mine. So if you don't want to hear the personal experience, after I finish talking about the watch list, you can go ahead and click out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my pendulum out, and I'm going to have the help of Ari while I explain this while everything goes tumbling down over here. Okay. So I pretty much have it down on what it is, but if I get something wrong, she's going to let me know. Trust me, Ari always lets me know when I'm wrong. So, first of all, demons, no human being has ever become a demon. That just doesn't happen. Demons are not of this earth. I'm trying to think of how to explain how they're created. There were a lot of different celestial beings that were created by the energy of the Big Bang. And demons are one of them. Now, what demons started out as, they started out as sentient, and basically sentient energy, okay? There were pockets of energy on this earth, and especially in this earth. And depending on who and what they were subjected to, depends on what they become. Now, I want to like, you know, I'm not big on religion and the Bible, but I want to just kind of talk about the story of Lucifer. And that's kind of a good starting point, because the Bible claims that Lucifer is basically kind of like the head demon, and that he's in charge of all these demons. Okay, let's talk about this. First of all, angels and demons have never lived as humans. They were created as sentient energy, okay? And they became sentient thanks to how, as humans, we grew, we learned, we felt emotions, we made connections, and our outpouring of energy, anytime you have like extreme emotions, you leave an emotional marker. That's why they call certain places residual hauntings. It's that pocket of energy that has recorded that emotion. And when you have enough emotion stored up in one pocket of energy, it becomes sentient. Now, how exactly that happens, I'm not quite sure, because sentient energy, even though I have come across some beings that are sentient energy, they don't know exactly when that pivotal moment happened. And as humans, it's very hard for us to observe that pivotal moment when sentient energy becomes aware and alive, basically. So it's very hard for any of us to pinpoint that down. But I want to take the story of Lucifer for a minute, okay? So God sent the angels down to the earth. And Lucifer, that was not his name at that time, observed the humans, and he felt compassion for the humans. He felt like an affinity with the humans, and now, because I'm not a great Bible student, there was something that God wanted the angels to, I don't know if it was like a hit squad type thing, but God wanted the angels to act against the humans, and Lucifer said no, they should be defended. They're not evil. They're not doing anything really wrong. I don't want to act against them. And and there were other angels that sided with him, and it kicked off a holy war in heaven, and then they lost, and that's why Lucifer got kicked out and down to hell. And so let me ask, and this is what I didn't understand. This is another reason why I got kicked out of my CCD classes, okay, and sent to see the sister. Because when I heard that, I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm like, he was trying to defend humans against God, so how would that make him evil? Why would he be the great tempter? Why would he be evil? Why would he be in charge of demons? Why would he try to corrupt humans? And why would he hate humans, the same ones that he tried to protect? Again, they don't like you to question. They don't want you to think for yourself, so I got into trouble. But as a child, I never understand that. How somebody that would want to protect humans and risk himself to do so, how he would be seen as evil because he went against God to protect us, so that makes him evil? I don't see it in that light. And anybody that practices Satanism, you have it all wrong. You really do. Satan is not the god of evil. He's just not. He is more in the terms of Hades from Greek mythology. He is basically a god of the underworld. Satan does not come and destroy your life, or that is not him. That is evil sentient energy, otherwise known as a demon. He is not in control so much of the demons, okay? He does not send demons out here onto earth. That's not how it works. And any religion that tells you that, they're trying to control you to make you think that, okay? Here's the deal with demons. Think of the nastiest, horrible person that you've ever heard of. Because you like, that guy is so awful. He's a demon disguised as a human. Well, yeah, because demons are basically all these negative, horrible human emotions wrapped up in invisible energy. And yes, just like a spirit, it can possess you. Because it's energy, it can take over you. So yes, demons are something to be afraid of. And one of the reasons why you would, anytime you're around a demon, why you would be afraid of them is because they are just a ball of negative energy. So you would get goosebumps on your arms. The hairs would stand up on the back of your neck, because as humans, we are sensitive to energy. We can feel positive energy. You know, you look at somebody and you just, you know, sometimes they exude such positive, such warmth. And if you have spirits, like comforting spirits, you felt their energy and you're like, wow, you know, thank you for giving me that. That's something I needed. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the demons, and they just exude dread, negativity, and we pick up on that. And as humans, it's mob mentality. We only need something to set us off, like the witchcraft hysteria. Something to set off our fears, because fear is more powerful than hope. And it's a very, very sad thing, because it's very easy for us to lose hope, but it's very easy for us to give in to our fears. And as absorbing human emotions, they understand that and they play on that. And I understand it's very hard not to show the fear, not to show that you are in control. And that will come from my personal story. It is very hard to do that. But if you let them know you have lost control of the situation, they're going to use it. And it goes downhill from there. So I want you to understand what demons are. They are sentient energy. So when you use a Ouija board and you summon up a demon, you're not summoning up a damned soul from hell. No. You're summoning up energy. If you want to get rid of it, you have to dispel the energy one way or the other. You have to absorb it. You have to shove it back where it came from. Or you have to summon a reaver. We'll talk about reavers at another time. So that is what a demon is. Are they something that should not be feared? No. You should fear a demon. There are demons that are even too powerful for me. And the reason why is because they have much more energy than a normal human spirit does, which is why they are able to do more. They are ancient, so they understand more. If I were to trap, or to try to absorb a full demon, an ancient demon, I would become consumed, because I will have basically taken it into me and I will become possessed. And they will devour my soul to fuel them. That is why possession is bad, because they are slowly eroding your soul. And let me talk about, for a moment, I'm going to diverge off course, about demonic possessions and casting it out. Now, it is not only the Catholic Church that can cast out a demon. It is people that are basically witches. Now, some priests may not know that they are witches, but obviously there are some people that will come in and they will try to throw the energy out and not be able to do it, because they don't have, first of all, they need an old soul that understands this. They don't have that. Second, it comes down to the will. This is what I was talking about in my other videos, the will of the witch. You don't necessarily have to consider yourself a witch. You could consider yourself a warlock. You consider yourself, you know, a wizard. But it's about your will for against that energy. And the problem is they don't understand that their soul is actually capable of doing that. And they don't understand exactly what it is that their soul is doing against that energy. Yes, they're praying to their God, and they are commanding. That is the key word, commanding. They are commanding that out. When they are praying, when you pray, when you meditate, you are focusing and gathering your will and your energy. And when you are pushing that and pouring that into that energy, it will either dispel it and drive it away, or I mean, there's a couple of different ways. They're either pushing it out because they're using their energy to push out. Now, I can't push energy out of me. We've tried experiments here. It just doesn't work. I can basically suck the energy in, but I cannot push energy out. So there are some people that control energy by pushing it out of them. And that's why sometimes they're so exhausted afterwards. Yeah, because you just took all of your energy and just... Ugh. So basically they took their energy and poured it into that person to dispel the demon. They used their positive energy and basically fill that person up to push that out. And that's why they're so exhausted. That's why they're so drained. Then there are others that through their sheer will, they may have summoned or they're calling upon the angels. Angels really don't dispel a demon. What will dispel a demon is a reaver. So they are calling upon like the angels and God, but they actually end up summoning a reaver. And the reaver can take the demon. That's another way they can do it. And the third way that they can do it is they actually do end up opening a portal themselves. But see, they don't understand that this is what they are doing because they are in their own religious mindset. They don't understand the whole world and the way it works. The way they understand the way the world works is through God. No. So, that's what a demon is. That's a demonic possession. That's why I don't recommend messing around with Ouija boards or summoning demons. And Lucifer isn't going to save your ass. That's just not going to happen. And God isn't going to save your ass either, because God turned his back on you. Trust me. He wanted to destroy humans. A couple of times. Supposedly wanted to destroy humans. So don't... I mean, the Bible itself is a contradiction. So first God's trying to kill everybody, and then now he's benevolent. What, did he have a drunken stupor and fall and hit his head on a curb, and all of a sudden he's nice now? Come on. People don't change that much unless they have a near-death experience and he wasn't alive. Come on. So, now the watch list. Okay. So the watch list is... people that do bad things end up on the watch list. People that do things against children, other humans, or that understand how the universe works and are turning those powers of the universe in ways that they should not, or misusing their powers and being naughty. Now, why is it important not to get on the watch list? Because if you're flying under the radar, it's fine, you know, whatever. But once you get on the watch list, you're constantly being watched. You will, until the day you die, be watched. Everything you do now will be recorded. Every act you do is going to be recorded. And the problem with that is, if you keep going down the road you're going, your soul is going to end up marked for hell. And then that's that. Because once the soul is marked for hell, you get dragged to hell and you don't ever come back. So there's no more reincarnation. There's no more... there's no chance of going to heaven. That's it. You got one shot not to fuck up. And if you fuck up, you're gone. Now, so that's the watch list. If you want to click off now, you can. I will tell you about my experience summoning a demon. So this is the portion of the video where it's do not do what I do, kiddies. And I don't need Ari for this because she was there and saw the whole thing. So there is a customer that has called up my job and said just outrageous lies about me. Outrageous. Lies that could have cost me my job and my ability to pay for my life. So there are people that have annoyed me and I have summoned shadow people. But this bitch told outright fucking lies about me that could have got me fired. Now, if my managers had known me as well as they did, I might have gotten fired. Okay? So right then and there, I decided we're going full tilt. And so instead of summoning a shadow person, I wanted this bitch dead. I mean, she's an old bitch. There have been recorded problems with her throughout this company, so it's not just with me. The problem is her. And, you know, she's old at this point. She, in my opinion, she's just taking up space. If she's telling outright lies about people, there's no need for her on this earth. That's my opinion. No need for you on the earth anymore. If you're that miserable, die. Just die. And make room for other people that aren't miserable. So I decided I wanted to summon up a demon to kill her. Just drain her life away. So I want you to understand, outside of her apartment, it is pitch dark. There's like ambient light, but very little. It is pitch dark. Okay? And there's just enough to see to walk and not trip of ambient light. So I built a boundary around her apartment so that it would not go into other apartments. And I opened a portal to hell. And I summoned whatever demon wanted to come out. I have never seen blackness like I did when this thing rose up from the ground. As dark as it is, it swallowed all other light. And with all the baddies I've faced down, with the shadow people and the what are some of the other what do you call them? I forgot, but I faced down like baddies before. But when this thing came up and it was swallowing light and it was pitch dark, I was afraid. For a moment there, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck have I just done? And I was so thrown off that I had to catch myself and put myself back in this shift of control. But I know in that moment when I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? I know it felt it. Because that's what it does. It feels that thing. But I snapped back into power really quick. And I closed that portal after it so nothing else came out. And I made a deal with this demon. And this demon is siphoning off her life. And it's putting her life energy in jars for me to use. Now, I've told you, I am not Glinda. I'm not a cotton candy witch. Yes, I summoned a demon to slowly kill this bitch. If I lose people because of that, then I lose people because of that. But I'm telling you this so that you understand that that action right there put me on the watch list. And if I summon any other demon, if I do something else, I'm going to be put on the hit list. Now, we'll go into the hit list at some other time. But right now, I'm on the watch list. And if I'm not careful, something very bad could happen to me because I would have been put on the hit list. So, this is why I said, do not do as I do. Can I put this demon back if I want to? I don't know. I would have to be more powerful than that demon. But we have a working understanding at the moment. Now, the boundary I created, the demon cannot escape from it. However, the demon realizes it could be in hell. And it's better to not be in hell and be up here doing my bidding than being down there. So we have a very tenuous relationship at the moment. The demon doesn't know if I'm able to shove it back. But then neither do I. So, yeah. One of those type of things. So, that is it for this video. I do want to let you guys know that on Halloween night, on October 31st, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 Mountain, and 6 Pacific, I am going to broadcast live. I am going to do an interview with a reaver. Now, what is a reaver? A reaver is basically it's a combination of reaper and retriever. I think you know where I'm going with this. We are going to talk to death itself. But that's a common misconception of what a reaver is and what they really do. So I will be telling you live on Halloween night what a reaver is, what a reaver does, what a reaver looks like, what to expect. And then I do have a personal reaver that I can call on. You will be able to ask this reaver real-time questions and get real-time answers. So if you have any questions about what happens when you die, what to expect when you die, you know, about being, whether you're going to be marked, whether you're not marked, all this other stuff, we will go into that live on Halloween night. So if you want to understand about what's going to come, because we all die, be here at 9 p.m. on Halloween night for my live broadcast with the Reaver. So I will see you guys in the very next video. Thank you for your patience, and thanks for watching.